Welcome back to the Hockey Show, and today we're talking about game number 1 between the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars, where the Texas team failed to win the homestand and the away Canadian team takes it 3-2 in double overtime with a winner by McDavid, assisted by Bouchard. And this game, this was a fun one to watch. There's a lot of good chances, and I think this is going to be the best series of all the playoffs. Like, you can immediately tell in this one that, like, the back and forth game and the just the superstars of, like, the Oilers play versus the defense and goaltending of the Dallas Stars is going to be fun to watch. And then the defense and the goaltending, the spectacular goaltending surprise by the Edmonton Oilers. Like, if this is how this series is going to go, this is going to be an absolute fun one. Like, truly the best of best teams going at it, and just all the teams having all the layers needed to win the cup is going to go the distance. And I know I said I think the Dallas Stars are going to win it, and I'm still under that belief for this current moment, because I'm not one to overreact to just one game like everyone freaking does. But this series, and also just kind of the Panthers and Rangers one, like, these 4 final teams, like, they all feel like they can win the Stanley Cup, like, all of them. Usually some years, like, it feels like one of the teams are kind of like a poser out there and doesn't really look like they should be in the position that they're at. But this year, like, the Oilers and Stars, like, both of these two teams, I could easily see winning the Stanley Cup. Like, it would not be a surprise. But what was a surprise is how good this game went for the Edmonton Oilers. Now, for me, I am an Oilers skeptic. I'm sure everyone who watched my last video would know that. But they definitely proved me wrong. We're not wrong, but they definitely didn't prove my beliefs right. And this team really surprised me. The top 6 plus Stuart Skinner being an absolute menace in net. The solid defense to keep shots down, to really punish the Dallas Stars and not give up too many good chances up front. Like, everything one after another just was a solid game for the Edmonton Oilers. And I will say that I could flip it on the same side to the Dallas Stars. But for the Edmonton Oilers, what won them this game over the Stars was that top 6. Was these 3 names that are on the board, because they actually were able to get the job done. The top 6, it's the difference between what a team like the Hurricanes are missing, what a difference between like a team like this is missing, and why, like, last year a team like the Florida Panthers and the Vegas Golden Knights made it to the finals, is those top guys who need to get the job done, get it done. And what a surprise that the top leading goal scorer, Connor McDavid, the best player in the world, and Leon Draisaitl, the ever so debated where he stands in the top 10 of players, just get the job done. They did it, and they did it miraculously. Like, it was amazing to watch these guys play, because they always get it done so well. The way McDavid can just move on the ice, just like on a dime, just turn and throw off every player in the league. He's a one-of-a-kind player, like, truly special. Like, no one has ever played like him before. Just the way he can move is like his like true like specialty. Like the way he can just like turn immediately and like completely change the whole shift, like, is spectacular. But the game just overall for the Oilers, they got the job done, they finished their chances, and that's what won them the game. Also, Stuart Skinner just being a legend in net tonight. Like, he was unreal. That's the breakaway chance by Dadonov in the first period. Like, sure, was that the best breakaway chance ever? Was that Dadonov's, like, is that the best move ever done? No, but the way that Stuart Skinner was not able, just didn't, I don't want to say fold under pressure, but he stood up in that chance, and then the rest of the game to really give them a good chance was huge. The big save he had on, well, was it Pavelski? No, it was Pavelski passed it to Robertson, right? Yeah, the one right in the slot, and then Skinner, like, barely made the save. Like, he could have sworn Pavelski would have shot it. He goes back way, boom, with the blocker. Was unreal. Like, it was a great game for him. And for the Dallas Stars, the game was good, right? The depth was definitely there showing up. They were really pushing the other team. They were not like the underdog in this game, right? They definitely were not like punished. In the first period, they were definitely the better team. But then after the first, it definitely went more towards the Oilers' direction, or more of just a back and forth between these two teams. And it was all of a good play by the offense of the Edmonton, the Dallas Stars, and then the defense of the Dallas Stars as well. Like, all of it went very well for the Stars. Ottinger was fine in net, but I will say a couple of those, the Hyman goal is definitely one where I think Jake Ottinger wishes he could have had a second chance on. Because not that that was a bad goal, But it's just those are the type of chances that you want to see, like Bobrovsky and Ottinger, right? Those are the type of saves that Stuart Skinner made those saves tonight, where it's just kind of like in the slot, up tight, where you really want to make that save. Now, of course, the save at the end with the paddle, like sticking onto McDavid's stick was unreal. And for those people out there who think like, oh, you need to lift it up, clearly you've never played hockey. That angle, you're not lifting up the puck in that shot. Like you don't think Connor McDavid of all players in the world didn't think, oh, I need to lift this above this stick, right? He wanted to. It's just he really couldn't, especially with Tanev coming after him. Like he had to make the shot, and it was a great save by Ottinger. But overall, like this was the Edmonton Oilers game. Both these teams definitely had good defense. They were limiting the great chances. It's just the one side was able to finish on them, and the other side, Stuart Skinner stood strong. And that's really the difference maker, I think, in this series. And that's what I was saying in my preview for this one, is the Edmonton Oilers, they definitely have the offensive advantage, right? Because they have those killers out there. Zach Hyman, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, even Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to an extent. Evander Kane, too, who had a great game. He just really didn't get on the board. But, like, they have a lot of guys out there who are going to kill, who are looking for that goal, who are going to finish that goal, right? Not to say that the Dallas Stars don't, but, like, Tyler Seguin, he had a hot game tonight. He was definitely, like, trying very hard. But you don't see these guys up there, you know? Like, Wyatt Johnston was kind of quiet tonight. He had a couple good defensive plays, but offensively was shut down by the big Edmonton Oilers defenseman. Ekholm was great tonight. And it's just that kind of story where the strength, the big players, the good shutdown defensemen, and the bottom lines of the Edmonton Oilers really were able to box out the Dallas Stars, keep them from the slot, really, and the chances that they did get, Stuart Skinner shut them down, right? It was just a game, it was just kind of a tale of two sides, right? Both these teams, similar, like, in chances, similar in, like, opportunities to score, but the difference makers were who the players were. And that final goal, the Bouchard one, like, I wasn't even paying attention. I, like, just finally sat back down, ready to watch the game. I sat down, looked at my phone for a second, and I was, like, paying attention to the game, looked back down for a second, looked up, and I saw, like, the Bouchard, like, send it towards the net, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's gonna just be a save. And then I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, and then, oh, I gotta say, the review after, like, the play, like, I know they're supposed to do that, but, like, obviously it wasn't gonna be a no-goal, right? Like, there was no reason for them to, like, go to center ice, pause everyone, like, from going anywhere and be like, it's a good goal, just to, like, rub it in the Dallas Stars fans' face. Like, that was kind of weird, and I don't remember them doing that in any other instance, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't been paying it too much attention, but I don't think they've done that before, really, quite to that extent. But anyways, this series is going to be fun. But the thing about it, too, is everyone's overreacting right now about the Edmonton Oilers win. And the thing about it is the Dallas Stars have lost their first game, game one, each of their series so far. Against Vegas, against the Avalanche. The Avalanche, it was a come back from behind win, right? So this is not unusual for the Stars to start from behind in a series by one. That's what they've done each time. The Dallas Stars, they lost the last two. And then the players, I don't want to say I know I wrote they felt off. I shouldn't have wrote that. What I mean is that the Dallas Stars, it feels like in these series so far that they need to kind of get their taste of the other team, right? It kind of feels like they've needed to get a taste of what the offense of a team like the Avalanche is like, or get a taste of the depth and the brutality of the Vegas Golden Knights. Tonight, they held the Edmonton Oilers to a very tight game that could have easily gone either way. And people also who are overreacting like that, too. Everyone online right now, it feels like they're going like, oh, like, I mean, Edmonton, it was a good game, but Edmonton won that one. And overall, I would say Edmonton was the better team, but it's like a 55-45 like ratio. Like, it was not like a steal of a game by the Edmonton Oilers. So for people to be overreacting quite like that are absurd, right? Because this game could have 100% gone either way. The Dallas Stars hit like, what, 5 posts tonight? Especially the two on that, like, the opening overtime on that 4-minute call. Like, easily, by inches, not even inches, like centimeters, the game could have gone the other way for the Stars. So for me, everyone who overreacts in game one all the time needs to calm down, because the Dallas Stars have done this each game. But I will say, the Edmonton Oilers, they looked absolutely fantastic night. Amazing game, perfect performance by them. My only concern is that Stuart Skinner, absolute robbery in net, was a filthy genius, but does that continue, right? And this is where I doubted the Oilers in my preview, right? Is that in net they are weak, and tonight they were very strong. So my question is, do they continue with that, right? Do they continue? Does Stuart Skinner stay on top of his game quite like this? I don't think so. Maybe enough to win the series, but maybe not so much every single game. I would highly doubt if Stuart Skinner is that guy to stay this consistent in a 6-7 game series. I highly doubt that. But does Stuart Skinner stay that strong? And do the Dallas Stars, can they get those scoring chances finally in, right? That's the big question for me. But for the Oilers, they're going to continue, right? There is no doubting that the top guys are going to keep performing, right? That's what they do. Draisaitl, McDavid, easily the best combo of any player that I've been alive to see. And Zach Hyman to boot, is phenomenal. Evander Kane is at the doorstep. He looks so hungry to start getting some points on the board. Bouchard just keeps rolling on being such an incredible player. So for me, the stars of the Oilers, not a question of if they continue. They will. My question is the Oilers' defense. Does the Oilers' defense stay this strong and Stuart Skinner plays this strong? And do the Dallas Stars, right? Will they stop Edmonton's top guys, right? Because they didn't tonight. They gave them just enough to win this game. But to me, if this is a tight series like this is the Stars series. So to me, the Oilers next game, or at least in game 3, need to have that big win. They need to have that big series, that big game where they win 6-2. They really show the offensive edge. If they don't, and if each game is this tight, I think this goes in the Dallas Stars' favor. And also, the analysts on TNT have been driving me crazy. Absolutely absurd. Wayne Gretzky, first of all, on TNT, I get that Wayne Gretzky leads the league in points and every single stat, every record he holds, right? I understand that. But he is one of the most boring people on earth. Also, he played in a completely different era of hockey. To get his opinion on things is ridiculous. Now, Henrik Lundqvist is a different story. I love hearing about what Hank has to say about the goaltenders nowadays and also just these games and have his visual, because he played only 6 years ago at this point. He played in today's NHL. He is a legend in that position, and he played with the players in this league now, right? He's played against Tyler Seguin and Jamie Benn. He has gone against these guys. So I love him, but Wayne Gretzky's so boring. Anson Carter's kind of whatever. Biz is a little bit of an ignorant person sometimes. Liam is whatever, but I don't know. The TNT people have been really driving me crazy. I know that has nothing to do with anything, but I just wonder if anyone else feels the same way, because I just can't stand them. And Eddie Olczyk, too. I used to love Eddie, but tonight he was just, annoying. So, I don't know. That's all I gotta say. This game, great game to watch. I hope the other ones in this series stay this consistent. And, yeah. To me, but consistency. Who's going to be the consistent team in this one is going to be, I think, the winner of the series. But that is all I got to say. So thank you for watching this, made it this far. Please, I am begging you, please subscribe. Anyways, thank you for watching this. Too sweet. Have an amazing day, and ta-ta for now.